gloss.
We're really here.
Oh!
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Happy National Republican Committee Week, everybody.
That's exactly what it's called. Yes. Welcome. We are going to be your hosts this evening.
We're in Chicago. Is that where they are?
Sure. We're looking forward to Trump speaking tonight. We've heard from our highest hitters, Marjorie.
Our highest hitters,
JD.
but also our biggest misses.
Yeah. You know what? We take what we can get here at the RNC.
Listen, we've already crashed Grindr.
Correct.
And we're just crashing servers all over the place.
Oh, left and right. Crashing the system.
Crashing the system.
Crashing the system.
You thought January 6th was bad.
Listen.
Just wait till Chicago is the real windy city.
It's going to get windy up in here.
That toupee is going to go bloop, 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 bloop.
And
does it bloop, bloop, or does it just kind of go...
Who cares? Do you know that the actual ASL symbol for Trump is this?
I hate that. Is that true?
Yes. Deaf people are shady, girl. It's so fucking funny.
That's so good.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to another episode of... I almost said drag her. I was like, drag her to hell.
Drag her to hell.
It's just drag her.
Drag her.
No.
To
Drag
drag trash.
To drag trash. Welcome.
Welcome.
To drag trash.
Yes.
How do you feel?
Oh, well, I'm Queen James. That's how I feel.
Oh, yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm Millie Monroe. Yeah. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it.
Get the fuck into it. Yeah, seriously. Oh,
Listen.
It's another week of no sleeves.
No sleeves.
Showing off the arms.
I mean, you've got great arms. Why not show them off?
It's summer.
It's summer.
Yeah, I'm going for my Madonna era.
Although, oh my God, have you seen that interview of Madonna where they're like, Madonna, who do you look up to in the pop world? Who's your lady?
Oh.
And she goes, like, pretend I'm Madonna.
Okay, yes.
Myself.
Yeah.
I do it myself, but I don't have thumbs.
But I don't have thumbs. I mean, is there any other answer to that?
No.
It's
if
Madonna.
You don't say yourself, then I think you're not delusional enough.
Well, also, she's not like 20. She's not at the start of her career. She just did her like decades tour or whatever. You don't ask who her current inspo is. You say, who are you influencing currently? And the answer is everybody.
Who are the people that are crapping on these people like Madonna being like, oh, go to bed.
Oh, really? They're
Yes.
saying that she's like, ooh, sorry, I got to
Like
scoot up a
has
little bit.
been, or, and I'm just like,
No.
you do realize that Lady Gaga is going to be a has-been one day, and we're all still going to be going to her concert.
Well, girl.
What?
That's on ageism. Ooh, we're back to it. No, but it's true. I mean, I do think it's funny. And maybe that's a bad sense of humor, but because it's purely funny to me when some of these older pop stars do get out there.
Okay.
And they're just, you know.
Oh, you think it's funny?
And the Mariah is having her dancers just carry her around stage. And like, that is
That's
camp.
what RuPaul's doing.
That's camp.
That's where we all want to be in life, right?
Right.
We want to be to that level where they're carrying me around stage.
Yeah, bitch.
And I'm singing.
Yes, but Madonna didn't do that. No. She trained, was hospitalized, retrained, and then did a full like world tour. Did you see? Ooh, thank you. Yeah, that middle part doesn't want to lay.
That's okay.
And now I'm just going to pause so that I can zoom in later on that.
No, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine.
Did you see the videos though from her very last show in Brazil that she did on that beach? Madonna.
No.
All you see is my hairline now?
No, all I saw was her going on some of that dancers stepping on the cape. She goes backwards. That's all I can see.
That was so funny.
But that was like 3 tours ago.
That was like a while ago.
Was that pre-COVID?
Oh yeah, I think that was even like 2 albums ago. I don't know. I'm also not the biggest Madonna follower.
I couldn't tell you.
But yeah, I think it was her very last show of this tour.
Okay.
And I was more into this as well because Bob was hosting the
Bob,
whole thing.
yes.
I'm very into Bob. And I think the biggest like outdoor concert, or anyway, there were millions of people there.
Wow. Would you perform in front of millions of people?
Sure.
What would you do? Yeah, you come out on that stage, you'd be like, "Hi, everybody! Oh, hi!
Oh, hi!
Look
at you!
Thank you for giving me your money today. I'm a little under the weather, so just talk amongst yourselves."
Why is that the answer?
I don't know, and then leave.
That's funny. I mean, you would have to pay out for that because those insurance things. Yeah, when they miss shows, they have to pay.
Boring.
They have to pay.
You know who probably doesn't have to pay?
Who?
Taylor Swift.
Oh no, she's got that locked
Travis
in.
Kelce.
Well,
Travis
I mean,
Kelce?
yeah. But yeah, it's impressive.
What kind of jokes do you think he thinks are funny?
Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Probably gun jokes. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Difference between 200,000 and 2 million as a performer on the stage. I don't think you can tell as much. Maybe energetically. But that's why I wouldn't be nervous. It's because I'm like, I can't see everyone that I'm performing to.
Are you saying like either you're getting paid $200,000 or $2
No,
million?
we were. I never got to finish the point about
I'm
we were talking
sorry.
about the
Madonna.
yes, and the amount of people in the audience. You asked me if I would perform for
Millions.
Yeah, because I don't think there's that big of a difference. I don't think you could really
Oh,
tell.
I don't think so either. It's just a big black room.
Exactly. Okay.
What?
Travis Kelce jokes.
Oh yeah, what do you think? Knock knock.
Yeah, I think that he. Listen, first of all, no one's there. And I bet he still likes a knock knock joke.
I still like a good knock knock joke.
I do too. Do you got
Knock
one?
knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
In case you wanted to know what I got to deal with.
That wasn't the joke.
No.
But still made you smile.
Okay. Was I laughing? We'll find out later.
You'll see it in the editing room.
Yeah, we will see it
Either
later.
it'll make it on the floor or it'll
Or
make it
what?
on the tube. On the tube.
On the tube.
On the tube.
On the tube tube.
On the tube room.
On the tube rube.
Listen,
Boob tube.
can we talk about something very important?
Are we done with the Travis Kelce jokes?
Oh, no, we can keep going. What else do you think Travis Kelce thinks is funny?
I think he just likes poop humor, just like us.
Prolapsed
Yeah,
anus.
exactly.
And, I don't know, fecal matter in the bear.
Fecal murder.
Fecal murder.
Yeah.
Fecal murder.
Yeah, that's what happens during Pride.
I'm not going to out her, but there's somebody who I work with who told me that next year they might actually consider doing the poop blanket.
What's that?
Well, you know how the girlies do like temperature blankets and you knit like a color represents like a degree or a range of degrees. And so at the end of the year, you have this giant blanket and all the temperatures of the day.
Okay. I've never heard of this.
Okay. Well, she's going to do a poop blanket.
And they are the degrees of...
I think each poop blanket is different.
Okay.
And you're like, okay, well, this pink represents when I have diarrhea.
Oh, I hate this.
This pink represents when I have
Access denied.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyways, and I was like, are you really gonna do this?
Yeah.
And she's like, maybe.
I mean, I guess why not? It's probably cheaper wool because nobody wants those shit colors.
And I said, I almost said her name again. I said, has our friendship evolved?
Right, because I think we have to talk
We're now
before you
talking
do
about
this. Yeah.
poop together.
Right, because you're like, I'm here for it. But
Yeah,
I just
like,
need to make sure you're cool.
Are we ready? Because we're ready.
Yeah, right.
Poop.
Poop blanket.
I
Do you know
don't
what
wanna
the
do
first?
that.
I don't want to do that either. Do you know what the first thing I thought of though when you said that was?
Well, let's hear it.
Like some sort
a
of
puppy
like
pad?
privacy poop blanket.
Oh, so like
to
you
poop in public and private somehow. I don't know what the
You're
fuck.
like, I'm on the subway platform right now. I have got to get my poop blanket out because I am about to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just unload all of my toilet trauma while, like, in another episode.
Have you pooped your pants?
No, but I mean, yes, but not as an adult.
Oh, I have.
I take that back a little.
Yeah,
I have
no.
never done like a full.
No, fully coming down my leg. Ashley Trotnick, you are terrible. Making me laugh. I could not get in that door fast enough. It was just coming, girl. And I said goodbye.
That's awful.
Yeah, I was trying to get into that sliding glass door and it was not going. And I was like,
Oh no. Hate that. Yeah. Money, please. New pants.
new pants.
But I have a lot of stress dreams where I
Poop.
have to go poop. I finally find a toilet, and by the time I sit down and start going, I realize the toilet's in the middle of a department store during Christmas, and there are no walls.
What is that?
I don't know.
Why do you do that?
I don't know. It's like one of my most recurring nightmares.
Oh my God. You know, my nightmares usually have to do with like getting someplace.
Oh,
Like I'm
interesting.
always tasked with like going from point A to point B.
Right.
And lots of trauma that goes in with that.
I was going to say, I think we can trace that one.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Shark Week right now, you know that?
Ooh, I didn't know that.
I didn't either until yesterday.
I mean, I feel like this was a thing when cable was bigger, but are we
Let's
still
be
on that?
honest. I think Shark Week could still be good. But they need to be finding new sharks.
Okay.
They need to be looking for the megalodon.
That's really funny.
They need to be like, because stop throwing chum, stop pretending. Let's get real.
Let's get real.
Let's get into the nature.
Yeah. I mean, I say that I've never watched Shark Week.
At all?
At all.
Oh.
So it would be brand new programming to me, but I do assume that, what are we, like a decade into Shark Week? Like actual Shark Week on Discovery, you know, where they like...
Longer, I think.
Really? So yeah, you're right. They should have more content.
How long has Shark Week been going on?
I think you stopped it.
Well, it doesn't matter. A long time.
A long time.
And yeah, do you remember there was, I don't know if this was part of Shark Week or not, but there was this like, we have new footage of some mysterious creature. And it turned out to be just like CGI mermaid
Yeah.
stuff. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And they really tried to play it off like it was real.
Oh yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. It's like that little alien they brought out in Mexico. Do you remember him?
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I was all over that.
I was all over that too.
Why do people think they can just trot out some baloney bullshit and say, listen, we've got aliens?
Do you want to know my real answer?
Yeah.
Religion. Think about it.
Like they trotted Jesus out on that cave?
Like they trot out these little saints that are just embalmed
Oh. Did they do
and
that?
say, didn't I tell you about that little teenager?
That's right.
That's a saint
I
and
hate
is
that.
fully on display still.
I hate that.
I do too. It's broke.
You broke it. God said
Did you?
no.
Do you have to click the little thing?
I already did that.
Oh.
God said no.
What were we just talking about?
I don't remember.
10 seconds ago.
I don't know.
Wow.
Drugs.
ADD. This is why I was trying to keep on topic a little bit earlier with the jokes and stuff like that,
Oh,
because
yeah.
sometimes I'm editing and I'm like, we don't finish a thought. One. Not one.
I think I'm just so ready to just keep going.
Yeah, I am too.
That-
and I get
I
that.
just,
Like, we
let's
want to
go.
keep the energy up. We want to
Let's go.
follow the thought. We want to keep the... Yeah, I get that.
Okay. Wait.
Okay. Yeah, get in line. Yeah.
Who's gonna win Drag Race?
Oh, right.
All-Stars.
All Stars, season 9.
Here we go. First, what do we think the twist is? Because supposedly anybody could win.
I really don't think the badges mattered the whole time, and that would be such a fun gag.
I love
Because
that.
when she's just like, listen, you all have been thinking that this is what's going to get you in the top 3, it never was. Like, these are truly,
Yes.
Rue is going to admit, I was never giving you a prize. Like, she tried to pass off these badges for however many seasons as if they were actually anything, and she's going to be like, they weren't.
I absolutely agree. I think the badges don't matter.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be, and I told you this earlier, but I think it's bears repeating. I think it's going to be up against Angeria and Roxy.
Yeah.
And I think Gottmik might be a third.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Or Georges could come in.
I think those are the 4.
Yeah. Plastique though. But Plastique didn't win any of the lip syncs.
Plastic through the whole season.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's because she didn't expect to come in and do well in other challenges. She certainly brought the runways for it, but
Yeah.
she threw that lip sync Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
She threw all of her lip syncs. She could have
Right.
won all 4 of them.
Can I be completely 100% honest?
Please.
If you can't lip sync on that show, you don't deserve to win.
Agreed.
So sorry, Gottmik. Sorry, Plastique.
It's kind of the bread and butter.
Yeah, it's like
Even
people
if that's
want
not your drag.
completely. I think you should be able to sell one song.
And here's
One
the
song.
thing. You can tell she does it. And she's a performer. And
Yes.
she's a dancer. And
Yes.
she's incredible. She
Yes.
just didn't take the time to learn the lyrics.
No.
So it's kind of sad.
No. Anyways, so I do think it's going to be either Roxy or Angeria. I think it's going to be the Ruby Snippers Queens
Right. Hey,
all the
that
way.
drama
I
back and
think it's going to be that. But I really do think Roxy's getting it.
Yeah. I think they're setting it up for that for sure.
Listen, I'm going to proceed to tell you right now that this magic is too much.
It's too much.
It's a little much.
And I mean, 2 doses in a day. You do hit that second one, and you said, "Teleport me to Mars."
Teletubbies.
Yeah.
Rolling around. Can you imagine if you woke up and you saw the sun and it was a baby's face?
Oh God, no! That would be so scary.
What if it was RuPaul's face?
Even scarier. I mean, if we're in a simulation, maybe one day.
Sometimes I wake up and I think, you know what?
What?
I've had this day before.
Yeah, a little Groundhog Day.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do I just say I don't notice it and keep going? Mm-hmm. Or do I acknowledge it? Or does acknowledging it bring power to it?
And it's going to repeat harder.
And then it's going to repeat harder.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never faced this situation before.
Ever?
No.
You've never been going about your business and you're like, something's a little simulation about this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But not like repeat. Oh. I mean, I have deja vu.
Yeah. I'm going to burp.
Ooh. I truly hit the first one I could find. I didn't even know it was going to be the burp.
I mean, it's a good
setup.
Page. It's a good setup.
It's a different format.
It's a different format.
The way I heard every single swallow.
I'm gonna die.
You're trying to be so coquettish about it. And
The
I said,
weather is so beautiful today.
If I am quiet long enough, I'm going to make her so uncomfortable. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that is true, because I cannot sit in that
Can't
quiet.
handle it. Can't handle
my
it. Ooh,
God.
God, we're hitting our heat point of the day.
It is. So
It's that 5 o'clock hour, and my apartment gets hot.
it's a little hot.
Yeah.
I'm a little hot.
Yeah.
You're a little hot.
hot.
But that's what happens.
That's what happens.
We don't have that good RuPaul air conditioning.
No, girl.
We don't have that Studio Fix air movement.
Yeah, we're talking about middle of Missouri.
Yeah, but well, it's not really middle of Missouri. It's more like, east side middle.
East side middle, yeah.
East side middle.
East side
I
middle.
went to that school.
Have you ever been north of Highway 40 in Missouri?
Which one's that?
It's the one that cuts between us and Kansas City.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
But very briefly, and not really like the eastern side of it.
Right.
I've been up through that way.
On the left side.
On the left side.
West side, yeah.
On the west side.
Yeah.
On the west side.
West side.
Went to that school too. And but no, what's up there?
What's up there?
There is a school I almost went to up there.
Oh,
They didn't have
Truman.
any air conditioning though. And I said, "You don't have air conditioning, but like
You're in Missouri?
And I said, "No."
It's like going to Mars without oxygen. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What
If heat isn't essential by like law or whatever in places, at this point, AC should be.
Why is it that heat, like in New York, I think every apartment has to be hooked up to heat. Is that right?
Right.
Why not air?
I think it's
this
just
point-
history at this point.
At
yeah.
this point,
Because I'm guessing maybe historically more people died in winter months due to lack of heating than people died in the summer lack
and
of
they don't have
AC.
food, and like they're eating botulism, and bad things are happening,
Yeah.
and
And winter was truly like, we got to make it through.
right. But now we just all go to work normally on winter, like we're not
Whatever,
supposed to.
whatever. Yeah, no, I want to hibernate.
Oh, doesn't that sound lovely? I just think if it's
Just
only
skip the bad
daylight
part.
for like less than 7 hours, what are we
What are we doing? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
I mean, honestly, trying to work while doing that as well is so silly. Even if we're not going to sleep, can we change up put it on. Can we change up what our lives are doing in the winter as humans? Like maybe that's when we just chill.
The world
and
is telling
vibe.
us to go to bed.
Yeah, and eat and I don't know, just
Listen. It doesn't matter. We're all cooked anyway.
that's true. That's the point I was going to make as well, which is we're having to deal with it now more because it's so much hotter.
I was trolling Instagram yesterday. I was trolling Instagram yesterday, and I said, I want a new look. I want a new look. Ooh. And I said, let's look. So Cheryl Holes was Cheryl. She was.
Is she our UK representative? No, that's Kitty.
I love Kitty too, though.
I do too.
But no, I love Cheryl. Cheryl, beautiful.
Oh my
Cheryl,
God,
beautiful.
that's such
I saw that picture and I was like, oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine? And I said, I really love it. But you know whose eyebrows I like even better? Who? I said, yeah, that's the eyebrow I'm going for.
Yeah. Maddie Gates.
Maddie Gates. Millie Gates. Oh my God, no. That man.
Listen, we were talking about this earlier about somebody else, but this applies to him as well.
Who?
If you get bad work done, you need to go and talk to that doctor about a discount or a refund or something.
No, they did
because
that.
if they showed you a rendering and it is not what you got at the outset, you need to talk to them.
Don't you think, though, like, there's so much about the human body that we don't necessarily... It's like the sea, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Godzilla might be pretending to be walking on that ocean floor. What's really going on?
Where's the gap there?
What's happening?
Yeah.
What's happening here?
Oh, this is interesting, too, because I think that you'll have insight into this as someone who has been commissioned both for costumes and for drawing.
Okay, yes.
You've said before you have an issue with people who like don't know how to describe exactly what they want.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
I think it's the exact same with plastic surgery. And they think that there are procedures or doctors that can guarantee you a kind of result.
Sure.
And in fact, it is a kind of artistry.
Yeah.
And the relationship of what you describe to them has an effect on what you're going to get.
You are changing somebody's physical appearance.
Yeah.
You are creating art on somebody's face.
Yeah.
Do you know it's going to heal right?
Do you know it's going to heal right? And we are just now getting to the point as well with enough years of plastic surgery where I think doctors are figuring out what works, what doesn't. For a long time, it was just like stretch it and make it smooth.
Yeah.
And that obviously doesn't translate to everybody.
Yeah. The dolls are dolling.
The dolls, not that night.
Listen, if
he
that
said
was
brats and he got like melted Barbie.
They said, "Oh, you mean the shoes that come off the entire leg? Yeah,
You
we'll
want
give you
shoe
that."
Face?
You want
Here you
shoe
go.
face?
Yeah. They're like, we'll give you the shoe face
You want
special.
shoe face?
Do you know what? That
What?
doctor was probably like, yeah, I'll make you so pretty, Matt Gates. And I happen to be a homosexual surgeon.
This is what
serving
I'm
you
saying.
in Florida.
This is what
and he
I'm
said, I'm
saying.
gonna fuck your face the fuck up.
This is what I'm saying.
Where do you think you're gonna get without the gays?
Well, okay, there are a lot of crazy conservative gay people.
This is also true.
But I will say,
But are they good at makeup and surgery?
I don't know. Ask
Maybe not.
Candace Cameron Burr.
Candace Camembert.
Camembert.
Yeah. Candace.
Cinnamon roll. Dingleberry.
Dingleberry.
Pooping on a stick.
What?
Can you imagine pooping on a stick, freezing it, and then eating it?
No! Why? Back to the Republicans.
Yeah, back to some other shit.
Yeah, back to more shit.
No, I'm saying. How do you do anything? Okay, broader spectrum.
Yeah.
Let's get off the Republicans.
Yeah.
Let's go broader spectrum. Famous person for anything.
Okay.
Just recognizable.
Okay.
How do you go into Panera and say, I want a drink, and your drink is wrong, and you say you messed up my order, and then you like get mad?
Oh, you don't.
That's what I'm saying.
You have your assistant do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so when you're going in to get your plastic surgery,
Right?
and they
That's
don't like
all
what
on
you
you.
have to say, that's all on you.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, you have no one else to cover for you there.
I love it.
I do too.
Listen.
I do too. Have you ever noticed? It's like that Nicola Coughlan song. Have you ever noticed how transphobes have really shitty haircuts? That's called karma, bitch.
It's just, listen, I don't get free quains.
Free queens. Let it out, girl. Scooters is releasing the demons.
Okay, I don't remember what I was saying.
That's cool. That's dope.
God hates Republicans.
God hates Republicans.
If God hated Republicans, this country would be bigger.
I don't think it could get physically bigger. How
You don't
so?
know that.
What do you mean bigger?
Oh, I think the Democrats would somehow start shoveling water places and making that to be our energy source. And then our coasts would grow because we're sucking water. Like, they're like, yeah, we're sucking the ocean in to use as energy, like, because that's a natural resource. But in reality, they're really doing terrible things to the planet because in actuality, no government person is for the people.
This is
It's
tea.
just
They're like,
personal
we're
gain.
making you think that we're doing climate shit. We're not. Yeah, I think you're right. But I do love that your form of like evil Democrats getting power is basically like Animal Crossing. Like
Draining
they've
the ocean.
reached the final level and they can like make their own island now.
They're just terraforming.
Yeah.
I mean, humans, okay, here.
Okay.
I was thinking about this
Yeah.
The other day. The fact that we can just come in and scoop out giant swaths of land, just like come in and do this.
Okay, gaping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put in one of those Cloverfield highway systems.
Oh yeah.
Scoot that land up and around, and it's completely different.
Yeah.
Completely man-made.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, highway work just blowing through cliff sides.
Blowing through cliff sides.
Train tunnels just making
What's
holes
this?
in mountains.
What's this?
Yeah, that's how it works. And I think those are the official noises
Listen,
that explosions make.
I think all of the wildlife would really appreciate it if we just leave it alone.
Seriously. Also, like, the Earth is doing enough terraforming on its own. We got tectonic plates. We got volcanoes. We got Yellowstone.
They don't move fast enough.
That's true. For us. They did.
I mean, we only got 100 years. Only got 100 years to live.
God.
And the time goes by, suddenly get a sound, gonna go, the gun is getting how to moving on.
Love that.
Haven't heard that song in years.
Love Pink. They
I
did.
do like Pink.
And-
I'm going to say it.
Just say it.
I have her greatest hits. It's good.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Do you know I haven't kept up with her in a while, but like Mean Girls era, high school, when we were in high school and
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pink was hot.
Yeah.
Also, I love that Stupid Girls song.
What's that go like? Stupid girls.
Yeah,
Stu-
and
yeah.
the music video is fabulous because that
Yeah.
was also back when like Lindsay Lohan was being messy and shit, and
yes.
I lived for that.
I love that song that she has. It's like, you're just like a pill. Instead of making me better, you're making me ill.
she's
Yeah,
got
like
good shit.
poetry.
She's got good shit.
Alanis Morissette.
Oh,
could
and that
never.
song that is actually in Mean Girls.
Let's hear it.
Oh, it's when they're getting ready for prom. Daddy, I love you. Mama, I hate you. Mommy, I need you.
Don't know that one.
Wanna fuck you. I can't remember how the rest of it goes.
Listen, that's okay.
Good, Pink is good. They did a earthquake drill here in St. Louis the other day.
Yes,
Did
girl,
you
I
read
know.
about that?
Yes.
So we live on the San Andreas. No, not the San Andreas.
The San Andreas Fault.
The San Andreas Fault. No, what is it called? New Madrid. The New Madrid fault line, which if you don't know, is actually the biggest recorded earthquake in American history, United States history, and it's in southeast Missouri.
I don't think people realize how many caves we have in this.
Oh, just
how
chock full.
porous.
Oh, yeah.
Missouri is.
Oh, St.
One
Louis is just
crack-
falling in a hole.
One crack, the Mississippi and the Missouri River is just going to split open, and
Yeah.
Missouri's going to fall in. They're afraid of California breaking off into the ocean.
Nah, girl, it's happening to us first.
It's the physical manifestation of the split in this country when the earthquake is just gonna and then it's float away.
Yeah, yeah. And then the Democrats will be on one side and the Republicans will be on the other.
Well, I'd like to think that I'm on one side and you're on the other.
Bitch, you wish. I'm stuck to you like a barnacle on an old ship.
Oh, that was funny. You walked right into that one.
I really did. But yeah, they did a little drill down at Busch Stadium
Yeah.
with all of the
How much money do you think that cost?
at least a few hundred K. And just to pay for those people to not be like at their normal shift and to be like doing a training. Like I would factor that in, like their salaries for that day.
You think that's good?
I do actually.
Me too.
I think that we should be more prepared for things like that. And if emergency services are going to be doing anything, like help people in a disaster because you're not trained for much else. That sounds so shitty, but like cops have such a bad reputation.
Can I tell
here.
you? No, I I think if there was a major national emergency, no one would know what to do.
Well, think about how we responded to COVID.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't know what to do.
I think that there should be a little bit more, because if for anything, it means we're not reacting as much. We're actually preparing for things. And on a systems level, that's so refreshing.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I saw more fruit trees in front of the Quick Trip on Hampton right before 44.
Yes.
Fruit trees.
Also, I mean, my colleagues mention this every year. There's a bunch of serviceberry trees around WashU campus.
Oh.
I'm not familiar
What's a
with
serviceberry?
It's an edible berry.
Oh, what do they look like?
I don't know. They pointed them out to me before, and I don't remember.
Yes, women.
Yes.
I'm here to be your serviceberry. I may look like Barry Cluven. Oh, what's his name?
I don't know.
Saltburn Man?
Oh, Barry Keoghan.
Keoghan. There's not an L in there?
Nope.
Coolgan? Like Colgate?
Nope.
Are you sure?
100.
Spell it for me.
Keoghan.
Coogan.
Keoghan. I think it's
Keoghan. Like that Street Fighter sound?
Joyride. Yeah.
Listen, no one watched that video of me doing that dance of Joyride, but I have to say, I did. And I've watched it maybe 1,000 times.
It's good.
And you know what? I'm rocking it.
Yeah, you ate.
And I'm like, no one's seeing this. But
And you all need to get on board.
When you're doing the ride,
Oh, yeah.
no one can tell you to get off.
That's true. Oh,
Listen.
that's
What we were talking about in
the
therapy
fuck
the
on
other
board,
day.
yeah.
Where I was like, if you're not doing what you want to be doing, why are you here?
What are you doing?
And he was like, and I was like, why are you here if you're not doing what you want to be doing? And he's like, so you still hate going to work?
I thought you were going to say, and then he said, kudos, mama. Thank you for saying that.
We can cut this out, but I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to bring up the incident that happened on Saturday.
Oh. Let's talk about it.
Because I was well, first off, I'm unsure of his political leanings, my therapist's political leanings.
Oh, interesting.
I know it doesn't matter per se.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't matter. And I still don't know.
Yeah.
But I kind of like put that feeler out there. I was like, well, I'm feeling this sort of way, because of everything that's happened, and I was doing okay, but now I feel like I'm doing worse, and I'm taking off the days of the election, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And so, that was kind of all that was said.
I think that my therapist was always very, very careful never to disclose anything.
Yeah.
Leaning personal in any way.
Yeah.
Even if I was like, have you read this book before? They're like, no, never heard of it. And it would be like, I don't know.
The Bible. Okay, but I see it here on your shelf.
I'm sorry, is it said
The
Bible?
I've literally never heard it called that before.
I've literally never heard it called that before. And I get why they do that, because the minute you do,
Yeah.
you've created a bias within your client, or not you've created, but a bias has been had, and you've lost a trust that you can't get back.
Can I tell you something that happened in my therapy session? I don't know how long we were into it.
Oh, well, it couldn't be longer than 45 minutes.
That's true. But I went, wow, I think I feel good. And then
Like, after he gave you a piece of advice, you're like, well,
that's my
done.
line.
Like, you solved it.
I was like, and he goes, and I was like, I'm having a hard time coming up with something else. And he was like, well, think back to why you originally wanted to come. And I was like, I need to start writing stuff down. And he goes,
I did that at one point. I did that at one point too. It's funny because you're like, I am paying for this moment, so I want to be able to use it, but I'm out.
I panicked.
Yeah.
I panicked.
Yeah. Also, I feel like that's an important juncture because you got to get to a point where you can just be comfortable to start spouting with them instead of being on and be like, here's what I came to talk about this week, and here's how we're going to talk about it.
And I think we'll get there.
Yeah.
But
It
there
takes
was
time.
The part of me though is like, oh, do I want to say that? I feel like I have to bring up all this other stuff that I have to explain, and then I'm sorry about explaining it. And I'm like, why should I be sorry about explaining it?
It's literally why you're there.
And I'm just like, Because sometimes I feel like, oh, they're bored.
And that's the whole thing. Like they try not to give. It's really impressive all the training that they do. And when you find a good therapist that does this right, they make it seem natural.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, you can't try to read into you can't mind read.
No.
And if you bring up those things, it becomes an interesting discussion as well because they always turn it back. And you're like, wow, I really am out here trying to like read people's minds all day.
I'm gonna burp again. Woo! This week, moving on. Yeah. Moving on. This week I've been working on my, essentially it's a cover letter for my book, right? Before I'm sending it out to agents.
Yeah.
And
so exciting.
Yeah, I wrote the query letter and I said, that's it.
Boom.
Brilliant.
Nailed it.
I said, love it.
Yeah, first go.
I posted it on my writing Discord because I was like, let's go. I need some eyes. Need some eyes.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, this is so good, but why? And I was like,
why you're doing it at all?
No, why are these characters doing this? And I looked at it and I read it and I go, why are my characters doing this? No, it was a moment of, I literally have no idea what my book is about.
Oh, panic.
I panicked.
Yeah.
And then I had to sit there for a second and I had to go, what have I been doing? Where have I started and where am I going?
Yeah.
Turns out I just picked the wrong inciting incident. I was trying to make one work and I was like, why isn't this working? Oh, that's sort of passive. There's nothing to act on there.
Right.
It's like, where is that active? Where is that active thing? I'm getting there, but Jesus Christ.
This is so good, though.
I panicked.
It's like, that's why you have writing groups like that and stuff like that.
And I almost sent it to my mentor being like, this is what I got.
Ace. First try.
Ace. Listen.
That's frustrating, but that reminds me exactly of that feeling in acting where your director stops you and they said, why are you making that choice? Or asking you different details about your character, and maybe you haven't done the character work.
Yeah, no, I think so.
It's that panic. That's what I imagine.
Yeah, and it's just like, why am I harping on this when in actuality, that's a small part to what it actually is.
Yeah.
Oh, life's funny like that, right?
Life's funny like that.
Sometimes you're over here covering up your pimple when really you just need to, I don't know, wear tighter pants.
That's true. That happens to me all the time.
Does it?
That you say that.
I mean, I'm always looking for another pair of tight pants and like high waters.
Right, to distract from my pimples.
Ankle socks. Oh, girl, listen. Okay,
we're talking tight pants now?
Listen, how do you feel about people wearing...
That's how I feel.
Oh, wait.
About tight pants?
Oh, yeah, you like tight pants?
I do.
You really like tight pants?
I feel like you're going to test me now.
Do you really like tight pants?
Oh, my necklace is caught in my hair.
Do you like tight pants?
Oh, where are you taking me now?
Do you love tight pants?
God.
Well, I'm never going to find it. And that's really sad because you would really like it.
Damn.
It's so good.
Well, if it's tight pants and if it's in 2024, I know I'm going to like it because guys are just out here showing it now.
You know, everybody's wearing like the big pants now. Big pants.
You're right.
Pants.
You're right. I'm glad that baggy pants have come back.
Kylan has the strangest habit of deep sniffing everything.
Wait.
Is this the armpit thing finally that you were looking for earlier?
It's not. I really thought it was though.
Why was he smelling tortillas?
Oh, it's now. See, these are all the videos I was watching.
There's the armpit.
No, I tried. This isn't it. This is just some weird porn or something.
Is that Cheyenne? No. They're both going a little hard.
With a little bit of stank. And I love it.
What is that from? Okay, time to go to bed.
I have built this FYP brick by brick. Okay, well, it doesn't matter, and this is so riveting. It was just a man jogging.
And it was... I like that.
And I'm like, on TV. On TV.
In front of God. That's God telling us to stop.
Is it?
It is. Wow. Thanks, God. Today's been good.
Listen, when the world is forever gone, and there's no more volcanoes to create the perfect heat wave, just remember, the sun will explode. Oh. And be kind to yourself.
Yeah, and that.
Remember to always love your neighbor.
If you know them, if you choose to meet your neighbor.
How do you do that?
You gotta say hi.
Do you?
Nope.
Me neither. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Ally. Ally.